I'm honoring spirit guides today, the eagle, the wolf, the sheep. And so how can you honor your guides? In the ancient way, everything was an honoring. This drum was a representation of eagle. This cup from Alaska, another representation of eagle. This fur that I'm wearing, white wolf, for the wolf abundance ceremony. Honoring your guides. Recognizing the place that they play in your life. This little drum was made by a First Nations person in Canada in 1997. It's still playing. And as a matter of fact, this particular drum is just wonderful. You can pick it up anytime and it's ready. So honoring your spirit guides. Grandfather Otter. Honoring your spirit guides. Recognizing that they are part of everything. Look how many symbols there are of the bear everywhere. Look how here in the Pacific Northwest, the eagles are revered. It's part of, gone to be, part of the unconsciousness. Hi, Maverick. So, wearing something like this, the fur of wolf that was gifted to me, pardon me, honors that being. Drumming with my eagle drum honors that being. Good afternoon, Meg. So we put these symbols all over the place. And we're honoring them, but it isn't conscious. So when I wear this fur, when I drum this drum, when I drink from this cup, it's a remembrance of these animals in my life. So let's have a drink on that. So as you're doing that, as you're starting to look for the symbols of animals. You know, look at the Shell service station, an animal, the shell. Now, look at Texaco, the star in a circle. Very old pagan symbol. These symbols, when we start to pay attention, and if you are waking up, if you're having a spiritual awakening right now, you're going to begin to notice this even more because you're awake. You're starting to look at, where have we hidden all this knowledge? Where are the symbols everywhere? But they're not known, they're not understood. So, what are your power animals? For writing my book, the power animal that I had for that was peacock. And, you know, now I see peacocks everywhere. I see them on plates. I see them in poetry. So your animals begin to poke their head up once you begin to notice who they are, what they are, and where they are. So this drum, years ago, I got Eagle as a guide. And Eagle was like, you need a representation of me. So one day I was in Canada in an antique shop, and guess what was there? This drum. Hi, Randy, nice to see you. So this drum was birthed in 1997. Sitting there in a shop, waiting for a rebirthing. So I didn't just buy it. I made installments. Because at that time, going out and just buying a drum, boom, like that, wasn't something I could do. So I would drive from Seattle to Vancouver, making installments, until one day the drum and I became one. Now, I appreciate paying a little and then paying more and more until it's complete. That felt honoring to me. Now, to others, just to go and get it and bring it home, that would be their honoring. Each of us gets to honor in whatever way we feel called to. Just because I do it one way and you do it another doesn't make any of the ways any more valuable. So if you want to learn more about honoring your spirit guides, who your spirit guides are, then I think that Shamanic Spirit School is for you. But in the meanwhile, tonight, I'm doing a conversation on Facebook in Enlightened Spiritual Warriors about, are you an empath? So many are waking up, and that awakening isn't always easy. And so I'm going to begin a conversation in Enlightened Spiritual Warriors this evening. And we're going to talk about it. What does it mean to be an empath? Am I an empath? Is there anything I need to do about it? And then I want to be available to answer your questions. Because when I got started, it was scary. Hey, Galina, nice to see you. So in my early days, I had a near-death experience when I was 5. And after that, I saw things that other people didn't see. I knew things that other people didn't know. But you're a kid, you don't know that. But somehow you keep it quiet, right? You don't really tell anybody. Nobody is talking about seeing things. Nobody is talking about knowing things. And so you don't share. And you think there's something wrong with you. Well, fortunately, fast forward 3 or 4 decades, and guess what? We're talking about it. We're in community, and communication, and we're sharing, because this is our state of evolution just now. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, where collaboration and connection. So let's start first of all by having a conversation tonight about, are you an empath? What does that mean? What does that even mean? How do you know? And if you were like me, maybe it's a little scary and intimidating. Hey Stacy, nice to see you. So tonight at 7, I'll pop on Enlightened Spiritual Warriors and we'll have a conversation. Because if I found it intimidating, if I found it scary, if I didn't know what to do, well, now I do. And now I can help you. And we'll talk about whose feelings are whose. We'll talk about honoring ourselves and the guidance that's coming. Because y'all know there's a big shape-shifting happening. So let's start talking about it. Let's start being in action. Thanks for the blessing, Stacy. So pop on Enlightened Spiritual Warriors tonight at 7 and let's find out, are you an empath? And how can you use that in your everyday life? Because every tool that we're given is all about thriving. The tool of being an empath, feeling deeply, and also feeling what others do. Well, it gives you an edge on being able to be compassionate, to be caring, to be loving, rather than something else. Also, I think it's very important that we stop the duality nonsense. Things are a continuum. Right, wrong, good, bad. And when we come out of that, when we come to a place to recognize that we're all right exactly, did I say exactly? Where we're meant to be right now. Which brings us to quite a question. Why the hell did I sign on for this? So, I believe that right now I signed on because there's a huge spiritual awakening happening. And people, you require someone who's a little bit ahead of the game to come and go, take a breath, feel your feet, put your hands on your heart. Everything is going to be all right. And you know why it's going to be all right? It's because, first of all, you say so. And then you look for all the all rightness. And you focus on that rather than, well, this isn't going right. And I know I just had a few weeks of like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so one of my friends said, would you stop looking at the empty shelf and focus on over here on what's available? And I went, oh my God, thank you. And just that simple thing. Will you stop this and will you do this? And that shift, honestly, I feel lighter. I got into action. I stopped focusing on what was not there. How can you focus on something that's not there? Well, guess what? That's why we're human, because we need to focus on what's working, not what's not working. So let's raise the always grateful when you can be here too. I love watching growth. I love watching people grow and change and evolve and do what they came to do. My mission is to help 5,000 women move from stuck to unstoppable, sharing their unique gifts and creating a profitable spiritual lifestyle. So, I don't think I've ever stated that quite so clearly. And how about that? I've been doing the work for 20. I've been doing the work since I was 5. And my mission statement changes. It's okay for you to even not know what your mission statement is, but each of us has one. And yesterday I talked about power versus essence. You can power through anything, but you can move in grace and ease when you're following your essence, what your true nature is. And how it is that your unique skills and talents are actually something that someone else wants. But maybe you don't know that yet. Or maybe you're a little nervous. Do I have what it takes? Do I have what you want? Well, I gotta tell you, each and every one of us has something that someone else wants to know. You know, my friend Virginia makes pine needle basket and does wire wrap. People want to know. I have someone else who helps people write a book. People want to know. I have someone else who teaches vegan cooking. People want to know. I myself think it's very powerful to tap into your spiritual guidance and live from there. So let's raise the vibe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time and energy. And I have a request. If you find this valuable, would you please share me on your page? Because if you find it valuable, then someone else who's like you on your page will also find it valuable. And when we spread each other around and we share that, geez, I know somebody over here who can help you with this. I know someone over here who can help you with this. I know this is what women are about. This is what we do. And tapped in males also do that. And you know, it's got a name. It's called networking, which just sounds boring and horrible. So let's call it connecting and communicating. I like that. So let's connect and communicate. Let's raise the vibe so our kids and our grandkids have a better world. So that BS, so we have a better world. So every day that you drum, you boost your immune system. Every day that you drum, you collaborate. Every day that you drum, or even just come, you have the ability to send your energy, your love, your light out through this band that's going out through the universe. So that out there, Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto, who are aligned right now, go, whoa, what's that going past us? And guess what? It's us. We're sending a piece of our essence, our love, our open-heartedness, our desire to connect, to collaborate, to communicate, and cooperate together as one humanity. All right. So now let's just energize our hands, give some love, accept and receive all that the universe has for us. And tonight, join me on Enlightened Spiritual Warriors at 7, and we'll talk about what it means to be an empath. Are you an empath? How the heck do you know? And what do you do with all that energy? All right, energize your hands. Put your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep breath. Touch yourself. All right, I open fully to give, accept, and receive all that the universe has for me. One more time. I open fully to give. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Accept big bowls out of your hands and receive all that the universe has for me. One more time. I open fully to give, accept, and receive all that the universe has for me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your love. Remember, your heart radiates out 360 degrees. And if no one has told you so far today, I want you to know you are amazing. Aho, namaste, bliss. I'll see you tomorrow. And honor your spirit guides. Bye-bye.